you people?
It's us.
So you guys, I just got out of Us. This is the new Jordan Peele movie. I saw it a little bit late. It came out last week and I didn't get a chance to see it early, but I'm very glad that I got a chance to get out into the theaters and to see this film. Jordan Peele, of course, rocked our socks with Get Out, and Us is a thriller slash horror film. My mind is really, really effed up right now. It's very twisted, and I was watching a lot of this movie with my shoulders up like this and my spine all sort of twisted, and I just felt like, oh my God, what am I? It was so creepy. It was so weird.
Now the cops are already on their way. Hey!
It's about this family that sees mirror images of themselves. They just kind of show up at their door. And there's a much broader story as to why that happens and where they're from that sort of, unfolds before you as you're watching it. But you're like, what the fuck is happening? The whole movie, you're just like, what is going on? It stars Lupita Nyong'o and Winston Duke and Elizabeth Moss and lots of other good character actors. Introduces some young actors in here. Everybody is very good in this movie. And the shadow variants of these actors are all murderous and psychotic, and they're wearing these red jumpsuits and they have gold scissors. There's all of this iconic imagery throughout this thing, and it's shot so wonderfully. I mean, Hitchcock would just be standing up with a standing ovation, applauding the look and feel and atmosphere of this movie, and the soundtrack is killer, and the performances are really good too. Like, there's a nice blend of sardonic sense of humor, and everybody's kind of laughing off like how silly and preposterous that there could be any danger here, and the relationships that we see, not just between Winston Duke and Lupita Nyong'o, who are married, but also Elizabeth Moss and her husband. Funny and biting and sarcastic and truthful and just clever. It's just clever. The whole goddamn thing is clever. It's just really well put together. And yeah, it's completely unnerving. And I'm trying to think of the reasons why. I'm trying to explain the movie. Like, I'm trying to understand why Jordan Peele did this, but I feel like that was the intention. Just toy with the audience and just say, who cares? We've never seen anything like this before. And truly, for big chunks of this movie, I'm like, I've never seen anything like this before.
Can't believe you kept all this inside for so long.
I don't think it's a perfect film. I don't think it's as successful as Get Out because it doesn't wrap up for you. It's not all tidily assembled. You're still scratching your head at the conclusion of it all. But I can tell you that the emotions it evokes are incredibly palpable and powerful and worth the ticket price. And you're watching a filmmaker just kind of explore some darker stuff, some things that, he's probably been kicking around in his mind for a while. Jordan Peele is a very, very fascinating individual, I do want to see him stretch out of this kind of horror world and this thriller world. I do want to see what else he's got up his sleeve, but he does feel like a really cool, fresh new voice with these dramatic thrillers, which is cool, I love that this comedian just erupted on the scene and has blown our minds, and this movie's already done very well at the box office, justifiably so. It's a really crazy 2-hour escape from the normal world, and you're certainly going to be looking into shadows as you walk out of here. I'm trying to kind of interpret it and give you what I think is going on in there without spoiling too much of the plot, but maybe it's some kind of like contemplative look at, we all have an evil side to us that's latent and it's there, and sometimes we catch glimpses of it when we're looking in the mirror. It's dark, it's twisted, it's a lot of fun, and it's so well put together. I'm gonna give Us an 8.5 out of 10.